Hi, guys. Welcome to Many Mistakes Ago podcast. My name is Marissa, and I will be your host. I am so very sorry that my last video cut off at 13 minutes. I was so confident in that video that I didn't even think to look back at it and edit it. I just posted it. And I regret that fully. I wish I would have taken the time to at least make sure the sound was there, but I just had so much faith in myself and my technology that I just didn't even think of it. So here is a remake of my video, and my goal is to keep it a little bit shorter than last time because I want it to be more short and sweet and digestible because I don't want my podcast to be long anymore. So let's cross the fingers that I actually can do that today. Let's go ahead and get started on the power of habits and creating routines and habits that stick. This is the 5 steps that you want to do when creating routines that stick. So your first step is to create goals. What do you want to see change for yourself? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to be healthier? Do you want to eat better? Do you want to have an established routine, whether it be oral care, skin care? What is it that you're looking for to change? Because let's face it, we create routines and habits to change things about our past selves, essentially. So, I came up with good apps or websites that really help you with these things. I think in creating goals, you can use GPT, but it's really something that you need inspiration for. And a lot of it is going to come from within. That's why I say vision boards are really good for this. You could also use Lemonade, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, and Instagram. I think that other people really do inspire us, so social media is that tool to help you find whatever habits you want to create. And then once you figure out what goals you're going to set, you want to create habits based on those goals. So, for example, let's say I want to have a better skincare routine, or I want my skin to look better, whatever it may be about skin. Let's just call it that. You're going to create habits based on those goals. So, okay, I'm going to build a skincare routine, and that's going to look like XYZ. So I'm going to cleanse my face and every morning and every night. I'm going to tone my face every morning and every night. I'm going to put under eye gel for, my dark circles. I'm going to do this serum and that serum every morning and every night. I'm going to exfoliate this, every so often. I'm going to put moisturizer on, whatever it may be. You're going to start creating habits based on your goal. And some of them are going to be more than others. Maybe, for example, you have a goal where you need to instill 20 habits, whereas you have another goal that really is only maybe 1 or 2 habits that it takes to build. Whatever it may be, I think Lemonade, ChatGPT, TikTok, YouTube, and Pinterest are all good for this. Honestly, I slept on Lemonade for so long, but there are so many routines, habits, tips that come across my feed that I'm just saving, and I'll show you guys in a little bit, but it just chef's kiss, because honestly, it's what I think I would have wanted Pinterest to be, but I struggle because my Pinterest just isn't that girl, and Lemonade is. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And then number 3 is you're going to create routines based on your habits. And how you're going to do this is you're going to organize your habits and set them up into routines. So you can use Lemonade for this. There's a lot of routines out there that are just organized for you. Pinterest, there's also an app called Fabulous that I guess helps with this. I've never tried it, but I put it on there because ChatGPT says it works, which again, ChatGPT is always going to be on here because you can honestly give like an in-depth detail of exactly what you want, and ChatGPT will generate it for you. Now, what I did is I used Google Docs and Sheets. I used templates, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So, there was this self-care checklist that I found, and I just wrote down all of the habits that I wanted, right? So I already have Bioma, which is like a step-by-step skincare routine, essentially. Like it labels it for you, like this is step 1, this is step 2, this is 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. So that pretty much knocked out my AM and PM skincare routines because it's labeled for me. I know exactly what to do. I don't have to individually put them. I can just kind of make it a routine. Same thing with my oral care for AM and PM. Like, I know I need to put mouthwash in, I know I need to floss, and I know I need to brush my teeth. And depending on how I'm feeling, I'll go in that order because people say it's a better order. And other times I might not. Like if I know in the morning I'm going to drink a coffee, I might go reverse and I might just do what I'm used to, which is brushing my teeth, flossing, and then mouthwash. But I have my AM skincare, my AM oral care, my PM skincare, and my PM oral care. I also want to wake up with water, whether it be a glass or a bottle. This is really easy for me to do a lot of the times because I do have to take levothyroxine, which is a medication that you take in the morning. So I just kind of habit stack them, if you will, and I'll get into habit stacking in a minute. But yeah, that's a really easy one for me. And then 100 ounces of water per day. My goal is to drink more water because I do feel like I need more water for my skin to be better and also just overall for me to be better. Exercising 30 minutes a day, journaling in the morning and at night. I have a 5-minute journal that literally gives me prompts of what to write, so it's really easy for me to do this. Getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, taking my meds, which my levothyroxine in the morning, taking my vitamins, which I have to take at least 4 hours after the levothyroxine because I need to make sure that the levothyroxine is absorbed into my system. Reading for 20 minutes a day. I want to do a face mask every Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesdays I do sheet masks, Saturday I do clay masks, or vice versa, because right now it's vice versa. Exfoliating my skin every Wednesday and Saturday, split end and deep conditioning my hair, and 1 self-care activity per day. So then I take all of my habits and I create routines based off of them. So I have my AM and my PM, right? And so, for example, my AM, I have everything that I want to do daily. So wake up with water, take medications, skincare routine, oral routine, stretch and affirmations, make coffee, journal, Pilates, or a short walk, and breakfast. And then weekly I have my face masks, exfoliating my skin, deep conditioning, doing my everything shower, having a self-care Saturday, and a Superwoman Sunday, which essentially is just like a reset day, if you will, meaning like I get all my shit done, I do everything, and then Sunday I can relax and do my self-care. Then we have my PM routine. I want to exercise after work every day, get ready, put my PJs on, skincare, oral hygiene, read, and journal. Obviously, I'm not exercising and going straight into my skincare routine, but I kind of grouped them together just because I'm not going to be exercising that much in the morning. It's more so going to be after work, so it kind of goes into the PM routine. And between here and here, I have a lot of leeway. Like, I could do homework, I could record, I could watch TV with my girlfriend, we could go work out together, and then go eat a pizza. I really don't care. Whatever it is, like, it gives me a little bit of leeway, but it's still a part of my routine, and it's still something that I want to track. And then weekly, I have the Star Face Mask every Tuesday and Friday, which is by Truly. And I've been liking it so far, so I'm going to see how it goes. It's just another skincare additive for a bi-weekly thing that, I don't want to do it every night, but I want to see how it helps my skin and if it does. And then also a reset bath. So just a nice bath where I can reset, relax, give myself some sort of self-care. So once you organize your habits into your routines, you can also create a schedule. I did print this weekly schedule that I edited from Google Docs. However, I don't know if I'm going to use it because I just feel like planning out my day to the T. I don't know if I want to do that because it's very much, my routine is very much right now open to interpretation, and I'm not setting myself up to fail that way. I think I mostly struggle with the fact that if I don't work out, I'm like, I'll just start next week. It's fine. And I kind of push it until I'm never doing it, rather than being okay, I don't feel like working out today, I'm not going to work out. I will work out when I feel better and not putting the pressure on myself. I think that's a little bit better because I start off every day as a new day. So just because I skip a habit one day doesn't mean I have to start all over. It's just a way of different thinking, I think, because one problem that I definitely face with sticking to habits is putting the pressure on myself, and when I fail, I'm like, well, fuck this, I failed, instead of getting back up and trying again and thinking of every day as a new day. So the best way to track your habits and routines is going to be either through your Google Docs templates that you've created, which I've showed you guys, and I linked them in the last video. I will link them again. There's an app called Strides, there's an app called Trello, and there's an app called Habit Bowl. I've never tried those. I downloaded OnRise, and I think I'm going to stick with it because here's what it looks like. So you're able to create multiple habits with reminders. And I was nervous at first because I was like, well, it's a free app. How many habits can I create? Well, turns out you can create an unlimited amount. So I think this is why I'm going to stick to it because I'm liking it so far. So essentially, you put in your habits, you assign the habit a color, and I'll show you how it works. So you click on a new habit. What do you want to do? Let's say I want to meditate. I'm going to make meditating blue, even though blue is my nighttime. You'll see. How many times do I want to do it a day? Maybe one time per day. I hit next. Why isn't it letting me go? Oh, because I unclicked it. Define the smallest unit. Let's say 5 minutes, for example. It takes me 5 minutes to meditate, or that's how long I want to meditate for. I hit next. You can get reminders on your phone sent to you. So let's say I want to be reminded to meditate at 9 p.m. Oop, that's 9 a.m. Let's just say I want to meditate at night, get myself winded down. I can remind myself for the same time at all days, and I can check off every day. Let's say, for example, on weekends, you maybe go to bed later. You can uncheck that. It'll set whatever time you set up here at the beginning. And this is where I suggest setting your weekday time or whatever time you're most often going to use because it's a little bit less work. So let's say Sunday and Saturday I do 10 p.m. even though it should be Friday and Saturday, but I digress. I can go ahead and create that habit, and now that habit is shown up. Now, I scrapped everything and I'm restarting again today just because I have not finished all of my habits. So, literally, you can tell that like there's no check marks going on most of these. So, I've got my morning routine, which is like this weird yellowish green color. So, I wake up with water. I've done that today. I did my AM skincare and my AM oral routine. I took my medications. That's going to be like a greenish color, which is like health to me. And then reading is down here in orange. I'm not sure what orange is going to be yet, but we'll see. And then like this bluish color is my PM skincare, PM oral care, and I'm going to go ahead and delete the meditation one. To delete, you just go in and you delete the habit, which, by the way, you can edit your habits, your goals, your reminders, any notes at any time. Just remember that. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the meditation habit because that's not for me. It's definitely not one that I'm probably going to do because I'm not a meditation queen. But I would definitely say the habit tracker from an app is the way to go because you can send reminders to your phone and be like, hey, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. And you're like, oh yeah, like let me go do that, and then go ahead and check it off. And then number 5 is just adjust as needed. I think when we first create routines, habits, and goals, some of us, and I am guilty of this, we tend to overshoot, right? And we're like, I want to do this, I want to do that. You have so much energy, you're so excited. And then it comes time to do those habits, and you're like, fuck this, I don't want to do it. Yeah, no. That's why you want to make sure you're adjusting your habits as necessary. So maybe you look at your habit tracker and you're really, really, really struggling with reading every day. That's my struggle. Either I delete that goal and I no longer make it a habit and I just read for fun instead of scheduling it like a to-do task, or I step up my game. I maybe set multiple reminders for different times of days. Maybe I only do it on weekends when I know I'm going to have more time. Whatever it may be, that can always be adjusted. And that's why I like OnRise. I don't know about the other apps that I put on here, but OnRise, I can adjust, I can delete, I can change, I can do whatever I want. So that's why I'm like not a big fan of these templates, because A, paper, and B, you can't really adjust as much as like you want. Like you can, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to waste so much paper. Like it is nice to see my habits sprawled out, but to have it go digitally is how I would prefer it, just because I don't want to deal with paper all the time. Even though I do love my paper to-do lists, like I just don't want like my normal habits being on the to-do list. I'd rather just track them and see my streaks, see how long that I've been doing them, so on and so forth. So one thing that I want to mention is habit stacking, which essentially is a routine, in my opinion. The point of habit stacking is to do multiple habits at once so that you do them both. Because, for example, if I'm already taking my medication every morning, I might as well drink extra water so I'm waking up with that full bottle or full glass of water, which is a goal of mine. Not only that, but it's a goal of mine to take my medication every day. So to stack them together is smart because essentially they're 2 habits, 2 birds, 1 stone. I think for me, one thing that I found helpful is stacking my oral care and my skincare routines. Why? Because I can cleanse my face and then I can go ahead and rinse my mouth in the morning or at night. I think this is more so my nighttime routine. So cleanse my skin and then I rinse my mouth, right? And then once my skin is dry from cleansing, I tone my face. I let that dry. While I'm letting that dry, I go ahead and floss my teeth. Then I go back to my skincare routine and I go ahead and put my serum on. While the serum is drying, I'm brushing my teeth. I clean it up and then I put my moisturizer on, and my oral care routine is already done. And then I'm putting my moisturizer on, and bam, both routines for my skin and oral care are done. It makes sense to stack things, not only to help you do both habits or both routines, but also just to save time. Because why am I going to brush my teeth for 5 minutes or 10 minutes? I would say more so for 5 minutes, because I'm brushing for like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm brushing my teeth and then flossing and doing the mouthwash. So why am I going to do that for 5 minutes and then do my skincare routine for 10 minutes when I can just so easily, while I'm letting my skin dry from putting on toner, from putting on serum, from cleansing my face, while that's drying, I might as well do another habit that kind of, matches up with the timeline of how long I need to wait. Because you don't want to be putting on your skincare one after the other. You want to let it really soak in for at least a minute or so. So that's the best way to do it. Let me know what you think. I think these are probably the 5 best tips for creating routines that stick. I think number 5 is really important, because instead of throwing away your habits, instead of saying F this, like I can't do this, instead of giving up on yourself, adjust to meet your needs. Right? You can still have a goal and a habit and a routine, just adjust it. Maybe you need to change the time of day that you're doing it. Maybe you need to do it less often. Maybe you need to do it more often. Adjust it necessary to your life and your preference. I think that is going to be all for today, especially because I need to create a YouTube video for Monday and a podcast video and audio for Wednesday. So thank you so much for watching and listening to Many Mistakes Ago podcasts, and I will see you guys shortly. Love you.